Okay, on to another episode of Man I'm Bad with the StarCraft2 videos. As you can see here that I'm just putting up as Protoss and my opponent for the day over here playing as Terran. Okay, just to start off, as you can see here, we're just generally just doing the standard build up of probes and SCCs, trying to get our minerals up. I'm trying to get my pylon ship here as quick as possible, just so I can get up the gateways and troops and the rest of the drill. I sent this one up here to scout, but as I didn't realise it was blocked off, so he's just gonna walk up there. I can see this one is now building up his supply depot. He's keeping up quite closely as I used the car boost here to get everything moving quicker, get my resources up. Come down my refinery here. My timing's probably not great on this, well, great out of StarCraft. You can see we're now building our gateways and barracks. I'm putting up my other drone. And you can see the supplies here is slightly ahead of me. I accidentally built a forge here rather than my side connectors core. At first I thought it was going to hold me back for me to cost the initial charge. I think at that point it sort of does. And then at the same time it's just quick access to some upgrades. So I start off with the weapon attack, which you'll see up in a minute. He's now building up his orbital command. And we're now getting out our first troops as well. I'm going to go another pylon. And get out some more refineries because a lot of the things like the sentries and the stalkers, they do require a heavy or a good supply of the resources there. Plus some upgrades as well, especially this early on building up upgrades. As you can see here, I'm doing the one, and with that scan he manages to just see my initial charge in here. I am now building up like a gateway due to that. I don't want to know that I'm building up numerous gateways to do a 3 or 4 gate push, though it's kind of perspective when you play against Protoss. So as you can see now he is building up his second barracks and another refiner. Two marines to my one zealot, so he has army potential at the moment. Oh no, he's got another marine base on here as well. As you can see now he's bringing up a tech lag before you get out some Marauders and Reapers, I do believe I saw in this battle, though he didn't use them wisely. And you see here that my cybernetics core is built, and straight away I hit up the warp gate. So I get out on the second zealot, he's now building up 2 more marines. So currently he does have some form of flight advantage to me for the unit army base, but on this map, as you can see with these things here blocking off, it doesn't matter too much. Just putting a few extra pylons. My supply here, I do block my supply a couple times in this game, as you can see here that some of my units I'm trading out. But at the same time I just built the sentry. Back in production, now I'm doing the armor, as you can see there. So a lot of my units, if I click, they just have the 1 on the damage. Back over on his side, you can see that he's just keeping up his supply lines, keep pushing out marines. Marauders starting to come up there, as you can see. And he's now building up his combat shield. Back inside, see I start bringing up photon cannons. Just a bit extra defense in my lines here. splitting his troops up along the side. Got another marine down here in case I do come up from behind him, and this marine here just to scout this pole position there. Okay. Oh yeah, as you can see here, he is now building up Reapers and a couple extra marines. I know my progress is slow, not too sure why. I've got enough minerals and gas to start building up, and then here I'm start building up warp gates. I should now build up some more gateways. In the meantime, down here I'm starting my second base and I'll start to expand. I don't know if that's late or not. Again, I ain't too great. And he's now building up a cluster of shells. Very useful against my zealots. Just building a second column here in case they destroy that one. The attacker don't want these two things being powered down. Well, I can see here his Reapers now started to combine, and just to see the scout of how started expanded. So he's going to start using that to try and deny. And you can see here he started to upgrade his. I do believe yeah, there you go. This Reaper does not last. Right there. Yeah, I just keep the Stalker just behind me, cover my supply line slightly. I put a pylon and a floating cannon in case he has more Reapers to jump up here, which I don't really want. Got my Twilight Council up, as you can see, so I can carry on upgrading my forge. I was very late upgrading or putting these into the war gates. I will say that now. I'm slow getting these out. He's now pulling his SCVs down here. He's expanding his second base now. He has quite a feasible force, a lot much better than mine, so he can hold up quite well, but then we seem to be doing okay down here. He's still on his first upgrade. I now notice he's here and I put him down to warp gate mode. Back up on his side, as you can see here. Heading himself from an aerial attack. And as marines all covered his supply line as well. Also good to use as a detector in case I turn up Dark Templars up behind him. Then now I start pushing out of my base build. I'm now building up my Dark Stride, also see that I got robotics ability, and also now upgrading my weapons to number 2. With this small force here, I do move out, and as you can see here, he has started to. He has captured all of these here, so he has a good, well, a very large visibility. He knows where I'm coming, he knows what I'm bringing. Much before I do, so I'm pretty much marching in the dark. So I do assume that he's got this point here, so I do march my forces there first. I didn't realise he would have had this point here. He pull back here, we'll also bring up his main force. Now I use the shields here just to try and hit them and get my zealots off if they can get me in here. I am greatly outnumbered here, very outcaused. So he managed to bring his first pardon. Managed to win the initial contact here, but as I got stalkers on the way. I've got my upgrades coming. He's now bringing up his siege equipment. My weapons are almost finished upgrading. In the meantime here, I should really be pumping out the probes much quicker, as you can see here now. I'll start doing that. Start reading the space up and running. That's pretty much my first one over here. Well, you can see now that my weapons are almost done. I have my dark shrine up, and I also have my robotics facility. My couple more cannon coming up there. I don't know if he's going to push or not, so I built up the cannons and kept these stalkers down here for some standard defense. Since he's got a lot of marines, I build the immortal first, because I know that he's going to have siege tanks at some point. So I thought I'd get some about What you see here, I now build up my robotics base so I can get out the Colossus. Probably not the best mix up of units here, but they do their job. And you can see he's got another bulked up force here, and I start researching Brink for my stalkers, which is paid quite useful to me, especially against these siege tanks here. My immortals out, which should do quite well against the siege tanks, and I started bringing out some DTs and a couple extra zealots. See, here he is now building up his armory, get some upgrade stuff towards his vehicles. I push out this force here. Key random says cool, I'm not so sure why. I don't know if I actually ever get a reply from it. As you can see here, he's trying to scan to see if I've got any forces, but yeah, I push up my good on these cross. He doesn't even realise I have my GTs here doing the damage that they are. I bring my stalkers up close to his tank to try and get rid of them. You see that he falls back. I, in a minute, pull my men up around this side, just so I get the side hit on from them there. As you can see that my production has stopped during this. So I need to consider about a minute before I get behind his men. And I just hold here for a short while until I get everything sorted back up here and get all my resource gathered. As you see, I'm building all stalkers, trying to bulk up my force. And you can see both of our minerals and gas supplies here are greatly enhancing. We both have very heavy supplies. Building up his siege tanks along this wall here. So when I march down, my force is going to just keep bombarding me and I won't be able to do much.